104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here.
Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, everybody.
Houston, Texas. It's Monday. It's June the 10th. It's 2024. Roula and Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam here for you at 6:01 a.m. with another Monday of the official summer has started.
And I got to experience the stock tank this weekend.
Oh my
you did.
goodness.
Explain
Sam's
the stock
horse
tank.
trough.
Yeah, Sam, how was
AKA
it?
pool.
You had a party?
It was much bigger than I thought it would be. In the pictures, it looked small because her husband is a large person, and her baby's larger
Tiny
than
person.
life.
He's
and
tall
so
and
now,
built. I don't
yes, I got to the stock pool. You could really lay out probably 3 people in floaties in that thing. I would
Okay, so
imagine.
explain if somebody is new to the
Three
show what
Kevins.
the stock pool is.
Stock tank.
You can
pool.
explain.
It is so it is used for animals for either their food or their water, but they became popular. I only noticed them when I moved here in Houston. I noticed them like all over Austin. But the one that we have is 2 feet high and then 8 feet wide. So they have ones in different sizes.
And it's
So
round. Not,
it's round.
Oh, not like long.
oval
So,
thing.
Yeah,
wait,
so it's
wait.
like
When you
just
stand in
circle.
it, it's only 2 feet deep?
Yeah, that's it.
For
so
some
it's just
people,
like, it's,
I was up to my waist.
You and
like
Santi-
Santiago, it's perfect. He doesn't even stand in it. His little body just floats up. Like he can't, he doesn't have enough weight to keep him down. So he just floats up.
Oh, yeah, his butt can't.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just perfect. I mean, the thing is, we're not swimming. We're not doing laps. Like, we just wanted something to cool off, splash around. There's a deck around it so you can sit, have your feet in it. I think it's perfect. I use it every single day, pretty much.
pool.
And it doesn't break the bank. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not.
Right. You're not digging in the ground. It's not one of those like above ground where, it falls down. Like this
Yeah.
stays there. It's a permanent structure.
And it is filtered, and it has a little pump that goes to it. I was like,
Pump.
Look at this thing.
Chlorine, everything.
And then she's got the turf, in case I stumble after a couple margaritas, I did not smash my face.
Exactly.
I mean, Kevin might be getting
Lot of
one
fun.
now.
We
Stock
were,
tank pool.
you know what? We were looking at some different options, not particularly that, but
The
some
container one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
I've seen the
container.
container
There's
one,
so
like on
many
those
different
shows.
options.
You
Yeah.
mean like a shipping container, like a crate?
Yeah, it's pretty deep though.
And people
like
make
8.5
containers
feet.
like containers can be turned into retail
Anything.
spaces.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was like a
Houses.
coffee house on Montrose for a long time on a green space. You know that yellow label
Uptown has
coffee,
that, I think.
Cafe Busello, Buselo?
Yes.
That they had a container with outdoor patio seating on this little plot of land off of Kipling and Montrose for a while.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know
people
what
would just
happened
drink
to
there.
it.
I don't know why it disappeared either.
Mark and I used to go to that as well. Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
The thing
What's
that
it
you're
called?
talking about is Cafe Busello is a kind of coffee you can buy.
And they
It's
make
a
the
yellow
specialty
packet.
drinks.
The one in Uptown is like.
That's what we use for
The one in
couple
Uptown
of
you're
them.
talking about is more like a legit place now. That was like a container.
That one was like.
That was
So-
like a container that
They didn't
they
really
had
hide
just
it?
like,
I think we might do the double-decker container garage style. So if anyone listening, if they do that, they cut them out and fabricate them, I'd love to
You
speak
have
to
to
you
make
about
sure
it.
that they are up to code and stuff.
You have to get a special permit to stack containers in the
That's
city.
already that. And they did it, and then they're like.
I
they
get
came
ads
by.
all the time for
Yeah.
people trying
wow.
to turn those into homes, like your
You can do
container
that
homes.
too. You can do
Yes,
that too.
yes.
There's
yes.
a place off of, God, is it East Downtown? I'm not sure where it is, but it's all
Yeah,
stacked
it's East Downtown,
containers.
Edo. Uh-huh.
Is that a movie theater area or something?
No, that's just somebody's house.
No, I
Oh,
think
no,
it was
are we
like,
talking about the other one?
No, isn't
There's-
it Eighth Wonder?
No, there's one like Edo area, East Downtown, that has a house, and it has like 4 or 5 of them
Truck yard?
stacked on top of each other.
I felt like it was like a
It's-
parking lot that had at least 30 or 40 of them, and they were all stacked in a certain way for people to watch a movie on them or something.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Oh, so they put the
there
side
is,
of it?
Yeah.
Next to Rodeo Goat or something like that?
There's
Maybe.
one. Where did
Someone's
I
gonna
go?
text us here
Yeah,
pretty soon.
but there's
37
also
by
a
30.
house. There's a house that's all by itself. It's all by new builds now, and it has these huge containers. There's maybe like 5 of them stacked on top.
Wow.
It's really
So
interesting.
over the weekend, for the first time
That's East
in a
Downtown.
very spontaneous move on Friday when we got off the air, my husband was taking the day off on Friday because he had to work all weekend. And we go, why don't we go to Galveston? Let's go to Galveston. And then we were there, we had lunch, and I go, why don't we go do a dolphin tour? Because last year we went to Florida for 4th of July week, and it was a total bust. We went on this dolphin tour, the 3-hour tour with 0 dolphins.
No.
And so I just looked it up, and I texted our friend Scott from the Visitors Bureau of Galveston.
He knows all
and
the
he
places.
told me about the companies that they offer and stuff. It's right there where we met up for Galveston's Mardi Gras.
Right by the well, they have that boat too.
By
right?
Willie G's and the Harborside Inn. You get on the boat right there.
Yeah, it's a little
It
pier.
was really easy. You just get right on, and they take you through the bay. I mean, we saw them like right away. Like as soon as we got out into the water, we saw
there they
at
are.
least 20 dolphins.
Oh, wow.
Turn around.
There was a
I'm done.
giant shipping barge full of containers. I mean, hundreds of containers. And I said to my kids, "Look, kids, there's the Amazon of the ocean, and that's the Amazon coming to your door. That's all the stuff you ordered is probably on that thing."
You don't realize how,
Interact with them?
how big they are.
Oh yeah, the dolphins really they kind of know the dolphins now in that area, and they do little jumps and stuff. And the guy was really it was like a 45-minute ride. There's a cement shipwreck. Do y'all know about this in Galveston Harbor?
Because there's a thing you can do fishing. You get on that fishing big boat where like 40 people get around the boat. Like
Yeah.
You're in it. You go in the middle. There's a bathroom and food and stuff. And there's some ship out there where you can fish.
It's called the Selma. It was made out of concrete in the 20s. It shipwrecked, and they just grounded it is the word, I guess, and it's just there.
Yeah, they ran out of ground.
I mean, I learned a lot of things. I was like, wow, this is
Were you
so
the only
nice.
family on the tour?
No,
at the time,
there
or
was
is there-
just a whole bunch of people, and the guy goes around and asks everyone who they're from. Every single person was from Houston except for like 2 people from Florida and Alabama.
And is the battleship gone now? The battleship Texas? Because
the
that
battleship Texas
was
is not
right.
there,
it
but
used to be
something
across
else is
from it.
there.
Okay.
There are other military. There's a submarine.
Ooh,
I don't know,
cool.
y'all. It was a quick 45 minutes, maybe almost an hour. It was $25 for adults, $15 for kids.
There bathroom
But
and
you
stuff
were
on it?
thoroughly. You don't even have time to think about.
No, it's a
going.
pontoon boat. So,
No, it's not
right?
pontoon. What is it? It had like benches. It probably fit about 50 people.
I know, but I think it's a huge pontoon.
It is. I
Like you
don't-
can put a
Like the
deck.
style of it.
Yeah. It's just
Not a jet boat. It's
There's a
Sorry,
couple.
I just made it in. You saw dolphins in Galveston?
Dolphins. Oh, yes, there's dolphin tours, Ahmad.
Yeah.
Really?
Lots of dolphins, and this
You go on
one
a cruise ship,
dolphin
you see
Yes.
dolphins, they follow you out.
because they ride the.
They bow ride.
Yes.
It's called bow riding. When I was
Okay.
in the Merchant Marines, we took our ship out, and all of us would hang over the sides of the front and watch the dolphins bow ride. Because what happens is the bulbous bow creates a wave that they ride on.
It's like body surfing for dolphins.
That sounds fun.
So there was a
Interesting.
shrimp boat as soon as we came out. There were dolphins around that. They were riding. They were body surfing next to another ship,
Having fun.
And they even said there was this one. One of the kids saw it, but I didn't because he was pointing out different dolphins because you kind of see the same dolphins. He said, and there's one they've named them all. I think one is named Emma.
think they're smart.
She has like an injury in her dorsal fin because she had been caught up in something.
like one of the
no.
nets.
Yes, something had caught her up and she had beached herself to die.
Oh.
And they found her and they freed her and they put her back in the water and now she's a mom. They said a hammerhead tried to get into the harbor and he goes, there's no match for a pod of dolphins. The dolphins beat this hammerhead to death. Because that
I love
area
that.
where the tour is where the dolphins go to mate and have their babies.
Oh, wow.
And they said there's like 400 dolphins in that area. That's like the breeding ground. So they do not
Welcome.
let sharks in.
Well, what about the sharks this weekend? Didn't like a second person?
I don't know. Did
Get
another
attacked?
person get bitten by a shark?
No, a girl died.
Yeah.
Wait,
She was like
Galveston?
at nighttime. She fell off a Yeti or
Fell
something.
off the jetty. Yeah.
Jetty,
In
is it jetty or
Galveston?
Yeti?
Jetty,
a
yeah.
Yeti,
Jetty,
like,
yeah.
cup?
Not jetty, the concrete.
No, it's the jetty.
Right?
Yeah.
Concrete things.
That's crazy. I'm
And then
so
there was-
surprised there are animals in Galveston water.
Yes, there is.
It's
and
not
and
that
here's the thing:
bad.
the girl that got
Just for us.
bit in Jamaica Beach, was it last week or a week and a half ago? You know, I feel like the only thing I learned that really stuck with me, guys, from Shark Week Discovery Channel was 2 things. You do not wear shimmery swimsuits. Anything that is iridescent or light reflective, you look like marine life that sharks like to
Fish
snack
scales.
on.
Oh, no.
And if you go in the early morning or dusk, that's when sharks feed.
Okay.
And a lot of times they'll take a bite out of you and they don't realize you're not the seal they thought they were going to eat or something else and they get away. But this girl got a pretty good bite on her, right, at Jamaica, and then
Yeah,
she
there was one girl
mashed
who,
him in the head.
I think she punched it.
Yeah.
Like, punched it in the head.
That's what we learned.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Because it's like a nerve center there in the top of their head. So
I always,
poke them in the eyes.
some comedian said that. Like, what if the shark's going by you and you just punch it? And it wasn't even doing anything. They got mad and then it attacks you.
I don't think I'd do
Yes,
that.
Right.
I'm like, I'm just.
I think they say only punch it if you're being attacked.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
you
this
get
had-
scared, though, you just punch it.
This headline says Florida Beach has had 2 shark attacks, causing those to close. The Jamaica Beach one is the last one I saw for a
Well, we've
shark
had 4
attack
deaths
headline.
already.
Yeah, we had,
They average 8 to 9, they said, a year.
You mean
drowning.
nationally?
In Galveston.
Galveston.
Are you
yes.
serious?
Jeez.
Yeah. Second
Wait,
woman
4
drowns
deaths?
in
We're not even the 4th of July yet, and we're halfway there.
But not from sharks, just in general.
Just drowning.
Oh
and
my
just-
God, that's terrifying.
The waves, they said, this week were really a little bit stronger.
A 20-year-old girl from Dickinson was found floating face down on the east side of the jetty near Tower 47 Sunday morning.
Oh,
Oh
man,
gosh,
that's
can we,
awful.
Yeah, 'cause she
let's
just
talk
went-
about something happy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you
it
got to
is-
be
it
careful,
is-
though.
People need to hear
Be
this.
aware.
Or,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
or then we'll have 12 people die.
Yeah,
We haven't
you're
hit 4th of July yet, so be careful. And
The
don't go out
jetties-
there at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and the jetties can be very slippery from the algae and the water that's going across them.
Yep.
Don't be
Definitely.
drinking and walking.
Oh, no,
Oh, yeah.
not on the
Drinking
rocks.
and walking.
Don't be Kevin over there in that stock tank with Sam.
He was fine. It's not a far drop.
All right. Coming up today on the Rule
Sam
and Ryan
drowned
Show. Obviously, we're going to try and
Drowned him.
ease you into your work week. I don't know about you guys. I felt like the weekend was very fulfilling. Sometimes they fly by and you're like, oh, it's already Monday. In my world, I feel like, wow, that was a really good, productive weekend. I feel like it was longer than it should have been. Here we are again, starting a new work week
Must
coming
be
up
nice.
next. Must be
Nobody
nice.
else feels that way here.
Well, we each had a Saturday and
It's
a
a
Sunday.
weekend. Weekends should
I
be longer.
know.
I could use
know.
another day.
I know. Speaking of, so coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, yet another event with Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck that has made the news. But what is it this time? Is it reconciliation? Let's talk about it next. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be hot, low 90s right now, 76 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRVE.
All right, so I want to refresh our memories from something we've talked about here on the show because I get a lot of facts about Scoop stuff, and I think it's all melding together.
Let's go back.
Didn't we say, maybe Eric knows this the most, didn't we say that the way Netflix will gauge that somebody, quote, watched something is if you lock in for 45 seconds or something, or is it 2 minutes?
Oh, man.
If you watch it for 2 minutes, they counted that you watched the show.
What?
Yeah, it's
really?
not like you don't have to watch the
Yes.
whole thing. It just,
Yeah, you don't have to watch the whole
That's why
thing.
it's
why-
misleading.
Yeah, when things say, oh, it's number 1, well, that's a bunch of people that probably watched it for 3 minutes and turned off.
Yeah, I wish they would tell you the
Really?
whole. Even
How many people stuck with it?
even like regular shows on TV. It's all about how long you watch it for.
Uh-huh.
That's why they do cliffhangers and stuff. And
That's how
they
the
come
ratings
back
work
and-
on a TV
Because
show.
Jennifer Lopez posted, again to her fans about canceling her tour, that, she's really sorry and she promises she'll make it up to her fans and they'll all be together again until next time. And then she writes, I just found out some great news and it's all because of you. Atlas is number 1 worldwide again this week. Thank you all so much. I'm like, is it?
Is it?
Well, it's
How many people said that was not exciting?
people are sheep, but they'd see it in the top 5.
But does
That's
that mean they
number
were
1.
clicking it for 2 minutes? And like, yeah, it sucks.
Because I was
That's why
looking
they
at
got
that-
the number
I never
1
watched it.
slot.
Last night I was looking at the top 10 and number 1 was Hitman. So I watched it. It was amazing.
I think anything that's new is going to be number 1.
Yeah.
Is that how the algorithm
Yeah.
works?
It's not fair.
just
I mean,
going to show you
think
number
about it.
one's
It's
the
brand
newest
new.
thing?
Everyone's they've seen everything else. They're going to watch it.
Or at least click it for a little bit and then decide if they're out. And depending on
Yeah.
how long you clicked in for, I guess that's how she got
And how do we
that.
even trust it? I don't even know. They could just put that on there for me.
Right.
Yeah, we still don't have that answer, do we? We just
Is it
asked this on
your top
Friday.
10 or is it everybody's
Is my
top
top 10
10?
different? If I
think it's
open my
everybody's.
phone right now, I'm going to look at what my top 10 is versus.
Well, they have the recommended for you. Like,
It is.
did
Let
you ever
me
watch
see.
something? Go, did you really like this?
Uh-huh.
Did
And
you
then
love
it's
this? Or did
like
you
or love
hate
it, yeah.
It was like 3 choices. Like when I saw Eric, I go, hated
Oh, yeah,
it.
top picks.
I don't want you to show me.
Do you take the time to
hate
fill it
that
out?
Don't show me
hated
anything
it.
like this ever
I
again.
hate that you hated it. It's your name.
I
Okay,
know.
here's what it shows me as the top 10
Oh, yeah, I had
TV
to
shows
turn
in the
that
U.S. today. Number 1 is Dancing for the Devil. Number 2
That's
is
good.
Perfect Match. Number 3 is Sweet Tooth. Number 4 is Eric.
Ugh.
Oh,
Number
God, I had to
5
turn
is
it.
Joe Coy and Live in Brooklyn. And
That's
it goes
good.
on
How
from
is
there.
Joe Coy behind Eric? That's why I don't believe in this stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it says the top
I had to
10
turn
is.
the Eric thing off. It was just too dark.
Really?
Yeah, it was too dark.
Okay, I really got to watch it now.
I mean, like,
Sorry.
I
Like,
just
you know,
I knew where it was going to go, and I'm like, I can't watch
That
this.
was
I'm
some
not in
twist.
the mood.
It's just, I don't know.
It's just not worth it.
I mean, the guy's building a puppet so his son will watch him on TV, see him, and then come home. Type. That's why he wants to build this thing. Eric, the puppet
Eric.
or monster thing
Yeah.
that he designed.
I finally figured out
Sounds
the guy in because I was telling you guys before the show started watching that Hitman. I finally figured out how I knew that actor. He was in Top Gun Maverick.
Which guy is he?
He was
Wait, who you talking about? Hitman?
in Hitman.
Yeah, it's Glenn Powell.
Yeah. Like, who did
How
he?
about that? What? You thought that was a
been around.
surprise?
No. But
I haven't seen the
was
previews for
watching.
Hitman,
Have you
otherwise
ever
I would
been
know
watching a movie and you're like, how do I know this guy? How do I know this guy? And I finally figured it out. I'm like,
But it's not like Glenn Powell is a 15th character in Top Gun. He's like Hottie.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like
I had just
It's
forgot.
by the fourth person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say he's
Tom,
like
Miles
third.
Teller, Jennifer, what's her name?
Connolly, and then him.
And then throw John Hamm in there.
Oh, yeah. John
It's like the top 4 or 5.
Did you guys see Glenn Powell tell the story about his friend going on a date
Yeah,
and
what-
the guy was about to eat her?
It wasn't a cannibal or something.
What?
Yeah, he like got
Was
a
that
lotion.
Army Hammer?
That's what I thought. But he got a lotion that could like break down skin, and he was like
Ew.
massaging his girl. He was like, "Let me massage you. Let me massage."
He was
you."
tenderizing her?
He was tenderizing her.
That is
basically.
disgusting.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I am
Is it called
sickened.
Nair?
No,
I'm sickened.
it was some
That's
special
what it does
like
to me.
black
How
market
does it
lotion.
burn?
That's very odd.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
in other news, John Leguizamo has made the news because he put out a full page ad in the New York Times over the weekend. He used the space to present an open letter aimed at Emmy voters, asking them to choose and promote Emmy candidates of color. John Leguizamo shared the letter in a tweet and wrote, "America is better when it's inclusive. It is more profitable. It is more creative. Let's not give up. I'm still woke. Are you?" And it was a huge. And he sent a tweet picture of his full page ad in his car when he got the paper. And he said, "I know everyone is exhausted about inclusion, but not us who are not included. So that's why I took this ad out in the New York Times. White people are only 58.9% of the population, but overrepresented in top positions across the board. They are the decision makers in technology and all these other areas of life." And he said it is they are the decision makers in tech, banking, corporations, medicine, and streamers and Hollywood. America is better when it's inclusive. I'm still woke, are you? As he goes on. So he tagged all these different people on there. He tagged Netflix. I can't say that word. Netflix. And a lot of his friends. And I guess he just wants to get it out there because there are a lot of projects that go by the wayside. Maybe they're not as put up in front of our faces as some stuff are. What would you guys say universally? Would you agree that Netflix is when you think of a streaming network, that's the number one? That's just the number one.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're the
Everybody goes to
easiest to
Netflix
use. I mean,
And I
they
feel
have
like
the best
they're-
content.
And they're making lots of content. Like Hulu is more like, making content, and they're also doing shows from last night.
Do you think Amazon Prime
Right.
is number 2 or Hulu is number 2?
Hulu's
Amazon
number two.
Prime for new stuff.
I don't
No, Hulu's.
I would say
definitely
Hulu.
number two.
Hulu.
I use
This is the
Amazon
next day
more than
stream.
Hulu, I think.
'cause next day stuff, Bachelor stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still not logged into Hulu.
Really?
That is so wild.
Hulu's really good.
Hulu's where you get all your old
Doesn't
shows, Rolla.
And now you can
Doesn't
get
come across
you
mine.
get like Hulu, Disney, and ESPN. Like
They
All
pack
synced
it in.
together, yeah.
Hey man, I was paying for Max twice for a long time. I don't need to be adding another Disney Plus
I
to
know.
my
I'm already
life.
playing Disney, and I'm
without
paying for
realizing
Hulu
it.
separately. I should try and see about.
So
Great,
obnoxious.
get them synced together.
So
together.
obnoxious. Because remember when HBO Max was HBO Max, I purposely put it in my phone like, okay, the free trial is over on this day and I'm canceling it because I wanted to just see the Friends reunion that never happened. So they had to cancel it. So they didn't have it. Then when the Friends reunion finally came back around after I think it was like a year, I was like, oh God, who has a password? Let me try and watch it. Okay, fine, I'll sign in. So I signed in. And then when I got my new phone plan, it came with HBO Max. We're paying for that already. So then I was like, wait a second, I've got 2 of these? So then I had to just... It's a chore, is it not?
HBO Max is
to
my
go through
favorite
that?
right now.
HBO
It's
Max.
definitely
It's
my
just
favorite.
Max now.
I mean, Max is awesome because
Yeah, Max.
especially HBO stuff, all the stuff from the past.
Right.
You get their entire
The
HBO library.
Sopranos, The Wire. You got all that on.
Did
House
you
of
start watching
Dragons, Game
Sopranos
of Thrones.
on? Did you
I
start watching
haven't
that?
yet, but you know what? I did watch that Ryan Phillippe movie you
Oh,
recommended.
Antitrust?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was boring.
Because it's
really
old.
boring.
It's old.
It was really
Well, I
boring.
felt
It
like
wasn't like it was black and white. It was
I know,
like,
but it was
2002 or something.
I know.
It's like
it
over
was the
20 years
theme
old, so
of,
it's going to be old to him.
you know, the sinister giant company
Right.
that is all so powerful in killing off the little guy who won't join the team.
Yeah, it wasn't like action packed, like they're chasing him
Yeah,
around.
you know,
So it would be
that's
like,
what I was
you
thinking.
gotta believe Bill Gates is gonna chase you
Yeah.
around, jump over a bridge into a
No.
boat.
I'm just saying that, like, Ahmad was 2 when that movie came out.
I like older movies. Relax.
From the olden times.
It says Netflix
The olden
Right.
times?
to give ratings 70% of one episode or 70% of a movie
Okay.
to watch to get credit.
Oh, so it's not just 3 minutes.
No,
2
that's
minutes.
what I was looking that up too, but I
The
didn't
series
wanna-
part, that doesn't seem right. Just
If
watch.
it's
You don't
like
even
a-
watch the whole thing, and
Yeah.
they count the series then.
Right.
A movie I could see 70% still
Yeah.
pretty good.
I don't know.
Because once you get to 70, you're like, I got to see how this crap.
Yeah, I mean, if
finishes.
you've already
Yeah.
invested 70% of the
It's
show,
rare
don't
that
you
you're
want
going to
see
walk
what
out
happens
on
at
a
the
movie.
end?
Like, if you're going to bail on a movie, like Eric, I think I made it like 20 minutes and I'm like, I'm not going to watch
I watched
this.
the first 3 or 4, then I'm like, okay, I got to start fast forwarding and get to parts where when I get rid of this cop guy, this guy's.
God.
I don't care about his story of what's going on with his world. I don't care about this. I just want to see if the kid's found.
Eric,
or
I'm
like
telling
me.
you.
Or like me.
I'm telling you,
I watch
switch
the
over.
preview and then I just go to the last episode and see what happens.
That is so weird.
Just tell me.
This father is just, you get so mad. It's like, this guy just
So I saved myself.
Yeah, it's
it's
going to
the way
annoy
you
you. If you want a solid 90 minutes of just sheer entertainment, watch Hitman. You'll love it. It's so funny. And there's
That's
no
your
killing in
favorite
it, too.
show.
There's no killing in Hitman.
Yeah, because
It's called
it's a
Hitman,
twist
but
with the
there's no
hitman.
Weird. Huh.
He
He's
hits on
entrapping
ladies.
people that
He's a
want to
ladies'
hire a
man is
hitman.
what he is.
They couldn't call it entrapment.
Oh, that's true.
That was a movie.
Catherine Zeta-Jones
Sean Connery.
and Sean
Oh,
Connery.
yeah, that's one that hasn't come around again. Is that on Netflix? Where are you going to find that movie?
I don't know. You guys ever see that one back in the day?
Yeah, that was a heist movie.
I remember the hype for that movie, but I never watched it.
Was it in Dubai or something?
I have no
across
idea.
that bridge, across the they like connected
Between the
or
two
something.
buildings, really high up.
Sean Connery.
Yeah. She just was wearing, that was the beginning of yoga pants. Remember, she was wearing those tight yoga pants and had to ease underneath the laser beams to get
It
through
was
the
like a
security.
cat suit? You mean like a cat suit?
It was kind of like a cat suit, yeah.
Can I not remember that? Dang, I forgot. Oh, dang.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
missed
right.
it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
The genesis of the yoga pants.
It was the beginning of the yoga
excited.
pants.
Well, guess what, guys? This coming weekend is Father's Day, the most forgotten Sunday of the summer.
To me, it's House of Dragons premiere. I care more
That's
about that.
your Father's Day? Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
just
I'm in the movie room.
Leave me alone at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock.
Oh my God.
There is a list of the worst Father's Day gifts, which 2 of them of the 3, I think my husband would be so excited if I got him this. And I'm like, really? Is it the worst?
I'll give you a spoiler for number 7. The ones that say best dad merchandise.
Ugh.
Y'all don't
Papers?
like that?
That's
No.
pure
Best
crap.
Dad.
You can't wear it.
Dad.
You
Here's
wear
a
it.
bottle opener.
You
Best
look like
Dad.
an idiot if you wear it.
Hey, Best Dad coaster.
I got one. I should bring all those shirts in I've never wore before.
Number one dad.
Like a Darth Vader one.
Stop. It's
I feel what it
cute.
says. Something about the father.
You should
I
wear
got one
one
that's a best
every week
father.
this
I've been
week.
father. I'm like,
Oh,
why should I
yeah.
wear this?
I got
Hold on,
my dad
Eric,
that one,
every
too.
day this week, you're
Oh.
going to wear one of those shirts.
Yes, you
should.
should,
Yeah.
Eric.
Give it a wear, at least leading
least
up to
one
Father's
time.
Day. So-
Awesome dad. Because I have 2 awesome girls or something. I don't know.
Yes,
It's like, I'm
you're going to wear all
those
those
stuff.
this
Do
week.
it. Do
All right.
it.
So what is on this list that, unfortunately, for my husband, 2 of the 3 you actually enjoy, unless you text me.
Well,
and
today's
says, "No, I
Monday, so you have
wouldn't know."
time.
Yeah, you
Buy
got time
stuff.
to shop.
Amazon.
We'll go over it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
It's KRBE. Turn it up. With more of the Roula and Ryan Show.
Okay, so Father's Day is coming up this week, and most of us just call it Sunday.
Yeah,
Well,
see,
my
here's the
kids
thing.
love me, Ryan, so it's Father's Day.
Okay.
The reason a lot of people miss
I'm just
Father's
saying.
Day.
It's Father's Day.
That's special.
My kids
Is
gonna be giving me
because-
hugs, making me breakfast.
Yeah, but think about this. Mother's Day is in May, where school is still in session. If you have little minis, like little pre-K and pre-K, they do little mommy projects to give to mommies. And there's like, there's community around Mother's Day to push a child to make something cute for the mom.
Yeah.
Now we're in summer, and unless your kid is in a day camp, that's the only time my husband got anything handmade from one of my kids. I had them in a day camp. It was Monday through Friday, 9 to 12. The week leading up to Father's Day, it was the cutest thing ever. They had like made this little footprint, and it looks like a little like graphic of something else about best dad ever, whatever. I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. My husband finally gets like a kid craft for Father's Day. So that's the trick. But because it's summertime, a lot of people just kind of like, oh, okay. Oh, hey, Dad, here's a spatula for the grill that you never use.
Exactly.
I think it's good. Like Ryan always talks about how he makes those books. My wife did that a few times.
Like
Which one? Those,
Snapfish books
yeah,
or
those
the
books. I
Shutterfly.
love putting those
It's fun
together.
to see of what we do
Walgreens. Yeah.
together for that year, and to see
So-
the photos of all the girls and me.
It's just
and
it's
son.
you will absolutely love the fact that you do this. Like, take all your favorite photos and don't like I would say save a few every year in a computer file, and then at the end of the year you can just go to Artifact Uprising is the one that I use, but I know there's a million different.
kind of fun though. Every year you
sites.
just make one.
Well,
And you
Walgreens
make
can do
a
it
you make a
super
book
fast
of your
if you're in a
kids,
rush.
and they're just great. Like I did one. It's like the first 10 years of her life, and it's just a coffee table book. And you never look at digital pictures from 10 years ago, so it's just kind of nice to have.
So what do dads not want to
one.
get? They did a survey of all these dads, and like I was joking that 2 of the top 3 is something they say they do not want, but I know for sure if I got this, my husband would probably be game for it. Let's go through the 10. Number 10 is jewelry. Now, they do not specify what the jewelry is, but I guess don't buy like some man bracelet for the dad that doesn't wear any jewelry.
But buy me a Rolex. I'm not going to
Be upset about that.
be mad about that one.
Yeah, I don't think your kids are going to be able to afford like a $15,000 watch.
Yeah, IWC or something. Yeah.
Number 9, barbecue tools.
Got enough.
Unless the dad is really into that, but then in that case, he's probably bought enough of his own stuff. And can we just stop with the metal bristle brush? Please do not buy any more metal bristle grill brushes. They shouldn't even make them anymore. Every single summer I see all these stories about people choking on them because they get in your food.
The bristle comes off on the grill.
Metal bristle comes off on the grill and people don't know it, and they put a burger patty on there and then someone's like and it's like in their throat.
How is it like?
Oh my God.
Number 8. Really, this is the only thing you have to offer your dad? Socks? Just a pair of socks?
Socks. Maybe they got the kids' names on it or something.
Have their faces or like the dog
Right.
face or something. I've seen those, but that can't be the only gift. It's got to be like in the basket of potpourri gifts, not just socks. Hey, Dad, here's some socks.
Socks sucks.
Better
Number
than a
7.
tie. I'd rather have a socks than a tie.
Eric mentioned, well, because you don't really wear ties. You wear socks more than
Wear
ties.
tie every day today.
Your
T-shirts and
T-shirts and ties.
T-shirts and
Shirts
ties.
and a tie.
Number 7, Eric mentioned this already. Anything that says best dad on it. Like the best dad.
Y'all don't like that.
Where
Y'all
you gonna
like
wear that? No.
No, not
Y'all
the shirts.
love it.
I'd rather have a coffee mug that said that, or a
Number
Yeti
one
or something.
dad.
Okay.
Actually, my daughter gave me one of those. Put a beer can in it.
Because
Said,
yeah.
"World's best day." I found it in my drawer.
everything you've got, you got to bring it to the station this week.
That's what
Everything
it
you've
is.
Oh my
got.
gosh. Yeah.
I will say that one year
It's
I
just,
did
I don't
get my
like to brag.
husband.
Like I don't want to brag like that stuff.
But it's not bragging. It's more like your like the leisurely T-shirt or something. There was a T-shirt that I saw online. Of course, I got suckered into the online ad, and it says like you could say dad, whatever the word is your kids use for dad. Some people say dad. Some people say pops. Some people say papa. Some people say whatever. In Greek, it's baba, B-A-B-A. Baba is the word for Greek. So you could put baba, and then it says established, and the first year your
Yeah.
kid was born,
Yeah.
like 2011 for my.
I like that
oldest.
because that's not bragging.
That's
That's just, you know,
I'm the
and then you
world's
put their
greatest.
names real small in there and they can see it. Oh, that was a cute shirt. But yeah, anything best dad apparently is.
I say
No.
brag, Eric. There are a lot of men that aren't present in their kids' lives. You should be
I know.
very proud.
Or some people
Accept
want to be
that.
dads and they're not dads. So
Exactly.
I know,
you
but I just hate to throw it in people's face.
Number
I lost
6
mine.
of the Father's Day gifts that dads do not want you to buy them. Number 6, gym attire. Really? Like just some casual, leisurely clothes they never have to use in the gym?
Not
They
gonna
can
say
just
no.
hang out on?
Get some Lululemon.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I would
want
definitely buy my
No,
husband
guys,
new
Lululemon-
workout gear.
It's pretty good.
They sell guys Lululemon.
Yeah.
They do, and you know
It's
what?
I know because my
Yep.
kids go in there, so I like have to walk around. I'm like, oh, I found guy section.
Here's a cheap
Yeah.
Charliness.
Expensive.
It's cheaper. Sometimes it's cheaper than the women's stuff.
Really?
So there's like some T-shirts. They're like guy cut, but whatever.
Do you know it's even cheaper going to Target and just getting regular
it's true.
stuff?
That's
Or
true.
go
Oh,
to-
yeah.
Go to Academy or
Yeah,
or
Academy
Dick's.
TJ
for
Maxx,
sure.
Marshalls.
For sure. Number 5, cufflinks. Unless the dad in your life has to wear button-downs that require cufflinks, that's probably a wasted gift, friends. How many men are actually wearing cufflinks on the daily?
Yeah, no.
I think there's more that aren't wearing them
No.
versus are.
I've got 2 sets and I've never worn them ever.
Number 4 goes along with cufflinks. Bow ties. How many men are wearing bow ties every day?
That's a special guy. That's the guy that wants attention.
Absolutely.
Or
Yeah.
just to be
If you wear a
different, because
bow tie,
if you wear a tie 5
you
days
want
a week,
attention.
Yeah,
you'll
bow
wear a
tie
bow tie
guys,
on the
yeah.
weekend, I bet.
like,
I bet if your uniform, you're a banker, you got to wear a tie every Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday, you're invited to a wedding, bow
Look
tie.
at me, I'm
Unless
crazy
you're-
bow tie guy.
Yeah.
Or if you're a waiter.
Do waiters have bow ties?
No, now there's mostly ties.
Is it mostly
unless
just
there's
ties?
like a kitschy restaurant that makes you wear a bow tie.
Like a vest with a bow tie.
Yeah. Number 4. Oh, we did bow tie. Number 3, Hawaiian shirts.
God, no.
There's not even like cool ones.
Maybe
I
like a
guess, but
Tommy
there are
Bahama
some
type.
Cool ones.
There's
An
Tommy Bahama.
Astros
Yeah.
one. I've seen the Astros Hawaiian shirts.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Those are fun.
cool.
They've got those at
Those would
Academy.
be fun.
I love a Hawaiian
All right,
shirt.
here's the
Does that
top
count
2.
as the one with the vent in the back for like fishing?
The
You
Magellan
guys
shirts?
hate those. They're fine.
They're fine. You're gonna spend time in Galveston a lot.
Yeah, those are good for the heat if you're
Yeah.
out and about.
Number 2 and number 1, golf related items and fishing gear. If I got my husband either one of those things, I bet he'd be like, "That's cool. I should go fishing more. That's cool."
The
I'm gonna
next
start golfing
day
more."
he will buy a boat and you'll be like, crap, that
No.
cost me $80 grand.
No, I've already dog-eared that your brother-in-law's boat is going to be where our butts are going to park if we want to boat.
Oh, yeah. He fishes every weekend. You can go with him.
What's the Bill Burr life lesson? He's like, you don't have to be the guy that owns the boat.
Right. You just have to have friends.
You're going to be the hero that brings a six-pack to the boat.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Or offer to pay for their gas.
Yeah, because that's expensive, right?
I'm sure it is.
Super.
I never
How much does
offered.
it cost to fill up a boat? I would guess like $300. That's a lot of money.
Maybe more.
I think it just depends on the boat size.
Yeah, I don't know, but just be the hero and bring the beer.
Where do you fill up a boat in the middle of the?
They have like places.
Like
I
wherever
was
you
in-
store your boat?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Usually they
Waterman's,
have
Marinas,
Waterman's
marinas.
Marina. They got that little. They got a nice little restaurant there, and they got a gas station on the.
Shocker
Just pretty close to
yesterday.
it.
And it's going to cost 3 times the amount that you normally pay for unleaded.
Well, shocker,
That's like
Kevin, don't fall
$700
off your chair. I went on a jet ski yesterday all the way through Galveston Bay to the Cove by 61st Street. And my friend had to stop for gas.
Kim was having drinks. He looks out.
I haven't jet skied in years, and I didn't really want to at first. I go, it's fine, let's go. My friend was driving the jet ski. I go, just hold on to the back. And then we get out for a little bit. I go, okay, we can go back now. She goes, no, let's go to the Cove. I was like, okay, I won't be a party pooper. Let's go to the Cove. But they had to go get gas.
Did you
at some
enjoy it though?
little
Because
stop.
when you're riding in the back, you can't see anything. Or
I
you're
enjoyed
looking-
it because it was 3 of us on it. My daughter was in front of me, so it was really fun to see her
goodness.
joy.
A lot.
That's a big boat.
That's a
jet
lot of
ski.
people.
A wave runner.
Yeah, and I joked with her. I go, I guess we should have asked about the weight limit before we all 3 got on here, but we made it. I'm here. It's good. No shark
It's
bites.
time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Oh, the Astros lose 9-7. Did you see that, Eric? The
You know what
ball
makes me
is in
mad?
and out of Trey Cabbage's glove.
I was in College Station for the weekend. I got home. I go, just watch the game. Laid down for 3 hours, and then the very last play of the game, we lose.
So we were winning most of the game?
Yeah, we were up like 7-2.
Oh, no. That's
then we're,
the worst
then
way
we're
to
up by
lose.
2, and they bring in Presley. Ugh,
Yeah.
can't stand him. Brought him in, and he choked, gave up 2 runs, tied it. And then Hader had to come in and gave up. Our guy Cabbage, he caught it.
He caught it, but
And
he dropped
jumped
it.
in the stands, basically. He was in the first row, got it. And when his hand went down, it dropped out of his hand. I don't know how
And
it
it
happened.
turned into a
So it was
walk-off homer.
a 2-run homer, and we lost.
End of game.
The
I'm
worst
glad
game
I
to
missed
lose.
that.
Yeah, no
I'm
kidding.
stressed
The
out
last
just
play,
hearing about
3
it.
hours long.
Good Lord.
At least in like basketball and football, you know if it's a blowout or something. You can walk away, but
Absolutely.
That's
Houston,
okay.
Houston now leads the nation with more than 3,800 license plate reading cameras. The cameras track license plates on vehicles. They notify law enforcement of any past links to crimes. Now, the cameras have helped investigators solve some high-profile shootings across the Houston area. So I say it's a good thing. That's what's going down in H-Town.
Coming up next, we're going to open up the phone lines to you, our 7 o'clockers of summer at 713-390-KRBE. You went in for a job interview and things did not go right. It was kind of odd, something that happened in this interview. You're going to tell us about that situation, and then we are going to guess whether they hired you or told you you're undesired.
now usually we do this in the 8 o'clock hour, but we're like, you know what? It's a Monday. Let's try 7 o'clock.
I'm going to test you, 7
School's
o'clockers.
out. Let's see if the 7 o'clockers, the summer 7 o'clockers can bring it.
Can you
Summer,
bring
7
it?
o'clock.
That is the question. 713-390-KRBE. That's 713-390-5723.
Tell
You
us
have a good
something
story.
weird or wacky that happened in an interview, and we're going to guess if you got that job or not. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.